NBA 2K22.
The sun setting over the... All right, a chance to check out stats for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We've got Johnson, Murray out there with Derek White. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. And for the Rockets, Olynyk is out there with Wood. Then it's Porter, and it's Wall, and it's Tate in at the 3, the small forward. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against San Antonio. The Rockets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Here's San Antonio now. Now Murray. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Olynyk with the steal. And here's Wall. With COVID shortening the season and the schedule, Steve, being tinkered with, do you think the NBA will make permanent changes to the season schedule?
Kevin, I don't think so. When everything gets back to normal, I think we'll be at 82 games and start, like we usually do in October, September for games. I just think the NBA has done a fantastic job of being able to adapt to this situation. I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Olynyk against Pirtle.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Wall against Murray. Kicks it to Pirtle. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That's his first foul. San Antonio with the ball. Murray, the pass to Johnson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
That's a good read by Murray. Not having to think about it, he just reacts.
Wall looking it over. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Murray outside. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got 6.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Now here's Wall. 14 points from him the last game against the Heat in Miami.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
Here's Murray following the basket by John Wall. Murray against Wall. Murray outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Excellent time, and Pirtle just leaping quickly for the alley-oop.
Outside, Wall. And Wall with the slam.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
His passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And the Spurs with possession. The Rockets making the shot. 6 to shoot. Pirtle's shot is off.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Another shot. Wood can't hit. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That's foul number 2 for him. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jang, he's checked in for Pirtle. Gay comes in for Johnson. Walker's checked in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray.
The veteran guard, Patty Mills, has spent the majority of his career with the Spurs. Mills is a fantastic weapon off the bench.
Now here's Wilson. The pass to Augustine. Bradley with the bounce pass. Stolen by Walker. Here's DeRozan. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And Augustine kicks to Wilson. No good there. Some solid defense from Gay. Spurs leading by 5. Here's Walker. And the layup falls. Walker's got his second bucket tonight.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Augustine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. He hits the second from the line. 7 seconds left to play here in the first. Mills with it. And so it's San Antonio with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
We've got Bradley. He's out there with DJ Augustine. Brown out there with Wilson. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Wilson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Now here's Mills. No points in the game yet for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gay, that's good.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Now here is Augustine, covered by Mills. Bounce pass from Augustine. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steve, the days of Avery Bradley being a scorer are probably over. I mean, he scored in the mid-teens, we know that, but now I think they value his defense as much as his scoring.
You're right, Kevin. Avery Bradley will rely on his athleticism, especially to get to the rim to score. With his injuries and change in situation, the chances, they just haven't been there. But he's still an effective player. We just won't see his scoring outbursts as often.
Murray dishes to Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Tate defended by Pirtle. And Pirtle pulls it down. The Spurs shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Murray outside. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Porter's checked in for Avery Bradley. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. DeRozan passes to Johnson. Back to DeRozan. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Murray against Wall. Outside, Porter. Wood against Murray. And stolen by Murray. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Murray with the ball. And he's able to get it back. White finds Jang. The shot's good. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Here's Wall. Pass to Wood. And the rejection by Jang. Murray surveying the D. Porter with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Wood. That shot misses. And the Spurs going the other way now. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
It's not unusual these days. Teams are more than willing to go deep into that bench to find answers for certain matchups.
And always a bonus to have a point guard who can dunk the basketball. Wall has great initiative when it comes to rising up and throwing it down.
Wall against Murray. He feeds it to Jang. And finished off by Jang.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
They get the rebound. Olynyk the pass to Wood. And finished off by Wood.
And with an excellent understanding of the game, Olynyk is able to find open teammates.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Murray right side. He kicks to DeRozan. 5 on the clock. With his first shot attempt. Tries to keep it alive.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
What a start for Jakob Poeltl. He had 8 points. You look at the Spurs, the left. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You gotta like what Jakob Poeltl has done in this game.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
This is why you prepare. Get ready for the opportunity if it comes your way, because you may be asked to deliver.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Murray out there with Derek White. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Johnson in at the power forward position. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with him with the UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
Olynyk the pass to Wall. Here's Tate. Good on the triple. Now it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Murray, the pass to Purtle. Out to White. And White with the stuff.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Wall wide open. They get it again. Olynyk can't hit. The Spurs shooting so well, 63%. The offense working as one cohesive unit. Shoots from 14. Pirtle's shot is off.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Now here's Murray. D right on him. Porter with the steal. Out to the right wing. Tate the pass to Porter. Wall with the bounce pass. Outside Porter. Houston moving it around. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
And another turnover here by San Antonio. Bradley's checked in for Houston. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, or Kevin Durant and Kyrie?
Oof. Well,
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That
Kawhi's
is.
got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Spurs trail by 3. Mills passes to Vassell. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And a look here at the passing numbers over the last several months for John Wall.
The trend they've got to be pleased about is how many more assists he's been racking up. He's developed a pass-first mentality, and as well as he's been dishing it, that's a very good sign. All the guys around him are loving playing with him with the way things are going.
Here's Bradley. Good on the shot. Bradley's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets.
Explosive athlete, Bradley challenges the interior of this defense, showing versatility on the offensive end.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he can't get the first one.
What you love about Jakob Poeltl is his size, a 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. Walker comes in for DeMar DeRozan. .130 left here in the third quarter. And here's Brown outside. Rebound San Antonio.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
To the inside. Here's Gay. And then Gay with the dunk.
I like Rudy Gay on that play, being very aggressive and showing people how to get it done.
Here's Augustine. Banked in off the glass. Augustine's got 5 now.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Rudy Gay on the way. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gay's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice play. Gay with the quickness to get in close and the size to close the deal.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Jakob Poeltl. For Houston, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. Both free throws, good from Augustine.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Spurs trail by 5. Passes it to Jang. Pass to Eubanks. It's hauled in by Brown. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Bradley. Brown outside. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Wilson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Rockets have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And he makes both free throws. Now Mills. From 11 feet away. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Houston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got DJ Augustine. He's out there with Porter. Wilson out there with Brown. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Here's Jang. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That free throw good from Jang. And Jang drops them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Augustine against Murray. Augustine, no luck. Spurs trail by 5. To the paint. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And for Houston, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Murray against Augustine. Misses the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Murray against Augustine. Eubanks. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 6th assist on the night.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Wilson against Johnson. And Walker kicks to Johnson. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Houston. Wilson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brown wide open. He fires. But he stays with it. And they double up Brown. Here's Wilson. Tries yet again. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Augustine looking around. And stolen by Murray. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Out left to the wing. Here's Eubanks. 4 on the clock. Back to Walker. Over Porter. Walker's shot is off.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
Brown with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Brown kicks to Wilson. Back to Brown. On the wing, Porter. And the pass to Augustine. In transition, here come the Spurs. Outside, Walker. Pass to Johnson. Here's Eubanks. Got a piece of it. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And shot on the way. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
And here's Augustine. Outside Porter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Both teams will make substitutions. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those 2 down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
Murray against Wall. It's good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Wall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The competitive firewall plays with is admirable. Fantastic at just figuring out ways to attract contact.
And the Rockets making a change here. Porter's checked in. And Murray's got the ball here for the Spurs. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Outside DeRozan. Kicks it to Johnson. Passes it to Purdy. Back to Johnson. And contact. The coach's challenge has been issued. Post game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to... And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them the lead.
The love and passion. Wall is a game changer, a competitor through and through.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's DeRozan. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. What a show they put on here at home tonight. here in New Orleans.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Christian Wood is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Porter. Then it's Wall. And it's Tate in at the 3 spot. And for New Orleans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Adams in at the 5, patrolling the paint. The 3, Bledsoe. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. Goes back up. It doesn't go for him. And it's Houston the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Well, as we enter the back half of the season, some players are worn down. But, Greg, are there certain players who really dial in at this point and find traction with their game?
No doubt about it, Kevin, especially for the veterans who understand it's a marathon and not a sprint. You really are trying to build up towards this portion and take your game and your mindset to another level. So this is a time for those guys when they just start to hit their stride.
Ingram passes to Bledsoe. Kicks it out to Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. And Adams with the slam.
Well, Zion plays within the system right there, very unselfish.
Ball against ball. Now here's Porter. Defense right on him. Wall's shot is off. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And starting up really from when he was born, Williamson has been slated for greatness.
Well, when your parents name you after Mount Zion, which is the highest point in ancient Jerusalem, there might be some blessings coming your way. Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Adams with the slam.
There's athleticism inside Steven Adams that we get to see every now and again. There it was, folks.
And that was something else. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Ball dishes to Ingram. Nice D from Porter.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
From deep, Wall. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. The Pelicans trail. Ball with it, now guarded by Porter. Offensive rebound, and it's blocked.
All the length of Kelly Olynyk helping to get that block.
Down low, Porter. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
To the middle, here's Adams. The layup missed. Rockets leading by 3. 1:16 left in the first. For 3, Olynyk. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
And it's Ball penetrating. Tries again. Goes up again. Outside for Bledsoe. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Passes to Tate. Porter, bounce pass. From deep. The rebound by Steven Adams. Pelicans trail by 3. No good from Bledsoe.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Williamson, the pass to Adams. Off with the layup. John Wall getting it done for Houston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Brandon Ingram's out there with Johnson. Then there's Hayes, and it's a 1-2 in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Augustine. Three-pointer. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And Johnson with the stuff.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
We've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Bradley plays with a pretty decent force from the 2-guard spot, and that's how he gets calls like this.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Johnson and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. A steal, and now the Pelicans on the break. Pass to a 1-2. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Hayes. He's off on that one. And Houston the other way now. Last time they met in Houston.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded. And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Here's the dish to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. It's good.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
The 1-2 passes to Hayes. And now, here comes Augustine, leading the break. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And now a 5-point Rocket lead. Feeds to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's the way it should be. Ingram aggressive to the rack.
Augustine looking around. Here's Wilson. Offline with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And last year on draft night, it was Hayes who rocked that Sideshow Bob necklace with 1,000 stones and his nickname, Sideshow Jax.
Well, I love the nickname, but I love the potential of what it is that Jackson Hayes can bring to a ball club that needs a center to be able to run up and down and play at pace and play above the rim.
So for the Pelicans, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Williamson comes in for Johnson. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Brandon Ingram. The pass to Adams. Here's a 1-2. He kicks the ball. Shot clock at 5. Over in the corner, Williamson. Second shot opportunity. And again, no good by New Orleans. For Houston, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Bradley can't get it to go. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. They trail by 1.
Well, you got to slow him down. If he gets ahead of speed like that and measures those steps, Lonzo's going to throw it down.
Wall dishes to Brown. One-on-one here. It's stolen by Brown. Outside, Wall. That shot missing. Adams, some nice D. The drive by Williamson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Eric Bledsoe is checked in for New Orleans. That free throw good from Williamson.
I mean, the excitement around Zion is completely undeniable. He's so explosive and he's so dynamic. It'll be interesting to see where he can take his talents.
The finish, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
2
And
shots.
these are his second and third free throws tonight. 2. And both free throws good for Williamson.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Wood finds Wall. They need this one. He lays it in. Wall's got 11 points.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Ball with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Wall passes to Olynyk. To the paint. Here's Wood. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Stolen by Bledsoe. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Steven Adams had no problems getting going. He had 8 points. Certain guys give their teams a lot. Man, that's...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So on the floor for Houston, they've got Porter. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Christian Wood. And it's Wall, and it's Tate, and at the small forward.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul. New Orleans making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. So it's the Rockets now. Here's Tate. Pelicans with the rebound. Williamson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Porter with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance for the tie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Lonzo Ball picks one up. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
And the officials call over the back, a little too aggressive there.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul. Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
It's good on the putback. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a one-point game. Inside, here's Hayes. Second chance shot. Nice jump shot. Good. Hayes has got his second basket of the night.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
2 points. That one goes. Johnson with it. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. To the inside, and Hayes throws it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Porter in the corner. Ingram with the steal. Now the feed to Bledsoe. Here's Ball. The Rockets pull it in. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Outside Wilson. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Hayes. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And Porter, here we go. Johnson with the defensive effort. New Orleans in the lead. Here's Ball. Augustine grabs the board.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
The determination of Ingram is simply awesome. I mean, maintaining control on the drive despite the obvious contact.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Rockets making a change here. Down low. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. That one goes. Count it. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
Yeah, Bledsoe and strong finishes just seem to go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Olynyk finds Brown. Back to Olynyk. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Bledsoe outside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Avery Bradley. Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. 2 shots. And he makes the first. Zion Williamson's checked in for James Johnson. Christian Woods checked in for the Rockets. John Wall comes in for DJ Augustine. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here is Wall. 11 points in the game. Outside Bradley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Bradley right now putting the defense, something he does well, on its heel because of his offense.
And so he hits both. The Pelicans trail. Bledsoe outside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Adams has got 10 points.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
Here's Bradley, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Pelicans lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Then there's Bledsoe, and then there's Steven Adams. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. The Pelicans shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Williamson dishes to Adams. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Here's Ingram. Tries from the block, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wood. Ingram against Brown. It's stolen by Bradley. And here's Wall outside. Offensive rebound.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Ingram with the steal. And now the Pelicans on the break. And the layup is good. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Well, the defense has to do a better job, but when Brandon Ingram is on the break, those strides, man, he takes up a lot of ground.
Brown outside. And here's Bledsoe. Kick out to Adams. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Evan will see if they can make that adjustment.
And finished off by Wood.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. He gets it in there.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for the Pelicans. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Bledsoe. Finished off the break.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Now Wall. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. And that one drops for him. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 6 now for New Orleans.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Wall draws the double. Pass to Tate. Brown outside. .152 left to play in the final quarter. Tate the pass to Brown. A second chance effort. Here's Olynyk. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
Olynyk getting a huge bucket right there. That was big.
Pelicans leading by 4. Outside ball. This is to Williamson. Can't cash in from close range. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Tate covered by Williamson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those bonus opportunities for Kelly Olynyk on the inside is a big pounding and getting second chance points.
From 12 feet out. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Here's Williamson. Money!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Passes it to Brown. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Brown outside. Stolen by Bledsoe. By himself. And the dunk by Williamson.
Wow, you want to lead a franchise? This is how you do it. Zion coming through.
The kick out to Brown. Stolen by Bledsoe. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. They get it back. Ball. Ingram outside. Inside. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Pass to Brown from past the arc. And Adams sends it back. Another miss by Houston. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Some good competition, but the whole. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and
continues on social. We have more content and more of your community members featured on our social media channels.
So follow us on social. We are at NBA 2K_2KTV.
We'll see you there.
Until then, enjoy 2K.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Eric Bledsoe.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got Johnson, Murray out there with Derek White. Then there's Pirtle, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with Lonzo Ball, and it's Adams in at the center position.
And I tell you what, Ball has excellent speed. He's got good size, and his savvy shows up right there because he's cutting right into the heart of the defense at just the right time.
And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
And Bledsoe, here we go, misses the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pirtle, the pass to Murray. Johnson left side. The pass to Pirtle. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's White. And the call up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's White. Johnson, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. DeRozan against Ingram. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Bledsoe. White with the defensive effort. And here is Murray. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
DeRozan against Ingram. And there's the defensive 3-second call. New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the night here. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better and better.
And the Spurs making a change here. Jang, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for Johnson. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for Murray. And the rejection by Jang. Gay with it, out guarded by Ingram. Passes it to Mills. Outside, Walker. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Gay. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Actually, I thought they might be able to sustain that momentum that they picked up in the fourth quarter, but was not meant to be.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Here's a one-do. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Shots good by Gay.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
To the paint. Mills with it. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Down low. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Ingram's running, and he lays it straight in.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
New Orleans making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now Mills. Out to the wing. Here's Eubanks, covered by Hayes. Gay right side. It's tipped. Ingram with the steal. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop in the opposing team scoring.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got DeJounte Murray, and it's Walker in at the two-guard spot. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. Here's a one-two. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Poeltl, he's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Lonnie Walker. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Vassell, no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Pass to a one-two. And Poeltl pulls it down. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Murray. Good D by Johnson.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
It's deflected. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Murray with the ball. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Murray against Ball. Murray with the bounce pass. It's stolen by Johnson. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. The Spurs also with the sub. White's checked in. Adams dishes to Johnson. Outside for Bledsoe. Feeds it to Adams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
No good on that one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Williamson is checked in for Johnson. Now here's Jang. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Murray against Williamson. It's stolen by Adams. Ingram passes to Bledsoe. And the layup's good off the glass. Bledsoe's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
On the wing, Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Here is Bledsoe following the bucket by the Spurs. Kicks it out to Williamson. It's stolen by DeRozan. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Johnson, the pass to DeRozan. Pass to Jang. 4 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Now the pass to Bledsoe. He can't get that one. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Murray with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Murray, no good. The Pelicans trail. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And at 6'9", that wingspan of his, Ingram is constantly prowling for these dunks. He's an incredible athlete who finishes with ease near the hoop.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And Adams kicks to Williamson. Back to Adams. And stolen by Jang. Murray, good. Murray's got his first basket.
Well, you look at Murray, and I think he's most effective in the open court. That's really where he does much of his damage on the break.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fair. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following him.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at... And that's...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The The Pelicans shooting at 50% in a decent group. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Johnson following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Johnson inside. 6 to shoot. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Adams. One-on-one fast break. Here's Williamson. Yep, it counts. Williamson's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for New Orleans. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. To the inside, Pirtle. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one.
Really amazing body control by Pirtle, just taking the hit head on and finishing through the contact. I love it.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Ingram outside. He dishes it to Adams. For the lead. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
Good utilization of his height and speed to get to the line that time. Ball showing you he's got the savvy to draw contact.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Eubanks. Lays it up off the glass. Eubanks got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Now here's Mills. Pass to Gay. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Ball, the pass to Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
A pass-first point guard, Lonzo Ball, is very consistent and looking to get his teammates involved.
Knocks it loose. Ingram with the steal. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Chang, he's checked in for the Spurs. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Johnson goes in, and the rejection by Chang.
And this is something you'd like to see more of from Chang, given his size and wingspan.
.141 left in the third quarter of the game. Inside, Hayes with the steal.
And really just asleep at the wheel. I mean, they've been caught napping here a few times, and it's starting to hurt them.
Well, they're treating the ball like it's got levels. I mean, turnovers this quarter resulting in 6 points the other way. Can't happen.
Here's Mills, following the score by James Johnson. Chang, no luck. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 14-4 run. They swipe it. Here's Mills. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
Ingram finds Hayes. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Pelicans making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Spurs trail by 6. Now here's Mills. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And the 3 off target. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And it's Ingram missing. And it's DeRozan with the ball for San Antonio. A pass to Gay. The dive for the ball. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rebound San Antonio. And here's Mills. Pass to Pirtle. Comes up empty down low. That will count. Off the mark. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with their lead standing at 6 points. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for San Antonio. DeRozan out there with Johnson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's Derek White. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low.
That is punched with conviction. DeRozan, after being in the league for 10 years, still big-time bounce.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Now here's Bledsoe. After the miss from Derek White. Lets it fly. Rebound by Johnson.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Now here's Murray. 5 to shoot. Bledsoe outside. In the corner, it's Ingram. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Nice D from DeRozan. Spurs trail by 6. Here's Murray, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
It's really hard to stop Murray there. I mean, with his size, mobility, and speed, sometimes the defense is just forced to make an adjustment.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Stan Van Gundy as he talked with his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
Here's Murray. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. On the wing, Johnson. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
White, good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Ingram against White. Johnson in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. to tie it up. Rejected by Ingram.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
It's stolen by Adams. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Ingram's running and slam dunk by Ingram.
Nobody is catching Ingram in the open floor. I mean, this guy is a speed merchant.
Murray surveying the D. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Here we go, one-on-one. Bledsoe passes to Williamson, and the basket is good. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Here's DeRozan. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Lock at 6. Pass to Purtle. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Hey, when Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the defense is cooked. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Ingram passes to Williamson. Outside for Bledsoe. New Orleans moving the ball around. He's covered by Murray. Williamson outside. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. That's short off the rim. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Murray against Ingram. Outside DeRozan. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject it.
Ball's checked in for the Pelicans. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for White. Stolen by Walker. Johnson attacking. It counts! And now they trail by just 4.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Pirtle with the steal.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
The feed now to Johnson. Outside, Walker. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy. Somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Ball feeling it out a bit. Over Walker. And again, no good by New Orleans. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. They didn't make it easy out there.
talk about the upcoming events in the neighborhood. This weekend, I better see all of you at the Rec, because all weekend long, you can earn double rep. Let me repeat that. Double rep all weekend long. On Wednesday, hit the courts and rock the rims at Dunk Fest, where you'll be working with the community to reach the target number of dunks.
And a chance here to check out some stats for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. We've got Wood. Porter is out there with Wall. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Tate in at the 3 spot. And for San Antonio, Johnson is out there with DeRozan. Then it's White. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Outside, White. Johnson left side. Just 4 to shoot. He feeds it to DeRozan. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. And here are the Rockets now. Last time they met in Houston.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
Hopefully they exercise better caution in this game and avoid cheap fouls that could get them in trouble again.
And now that we have some time away from it, Steve, how strange and wild were the NBA playoffs in the bubble?
You know, Kevin, having players see each other in hallways while going to battle later that night was definitely different. Spending that much time together. We'll eventually look back and view it as one of the most interesting times in the NBA history.
And play stops, whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Now here's Murray. An 11-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Johnson against Olynyk. Pirtle, the pass to Johnson. That's tipped. Here's Wood. Another shot. And Pirtle pulls it down. Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against Indiana. Johnson inside. Olynyk is covering. Johnson's shot is off. Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. All with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And again, the turnover by the Rockets.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Porter. Averaging about 15 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
That ties it up.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Here's Wall. Olynyk trying to break loose.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the evening. And the technical free throw is good.
In one area, I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit. Shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozan is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozan has in his career without being elite at shot creation.
Here's Augustine following the bucket by the Spurs.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. There's the pass to Jang. Stolen by Wilson. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Mills with it. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here's Jang. No good that time. So Houston will take it the other way. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Gay passes to Mills. Kicks it to Jang. And finished off by Jang.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. .56 seconds left to play in the first. Wilson the pass to Brock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboard show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. And you look at Augustine, one of the league's best, 3rd in free throw percentage.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
Now here's Mills. He's still scoreless so far in this one. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Drops in the layup for 2.
One of the best standstill shooters in the league. Mills getting better at scoring off the dribble.
Bounce pass from Augustine. Hadley finds Augustine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Passes it to Gay. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Getting it done inside. Rudy Gay not just floating around the perimeter.
Pass to Wilson. To the paint. Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow. No good on the shot. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Rockets. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
We've got Rudy Gay, and it's Eubanks in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Now here is Augustine. Here's the lob to the hoop, but they recover it. He's covered by Gay.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
To the inside. Here's Eubanks. And another shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
San Antonio shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Gay. Johnson comes in for Walker. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Now here's Wall. 14 points from him the last game against the Heat in Miami.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Vassell, no good. Rockets trail. And Wall with the slam.
And how about John Wall? Just outstanding at sprinting down the floor and just jumping all over the defense.
Now Now here's Murray. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Eubanks. The Rockets pull it in. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them.
Oh,
yes. Such a shrewd playmaker. Love watching Wall break down the defense in the pick and roll.
Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Houston. Olynyk's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Wall outside. Offensive rebound. Wood kicks to Olynyk. And Houston again with the bucket.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Picked away. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance from deep three-point range. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Porter. Tate, the pass to Olynyk. 5 on the clock, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Wall passes to Tate. Unable to get that one. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
Wall passes to Olynyk. Johnson with some nice D. Spurs trail by 3. Inside. Stolen away. And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Wall. Here's Wood. The kick out to Porter. Wall passes to Tate. Houston moving the ball around. Wood got it. Good job in the low post. Wood's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Wall with the steal. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Spurs with some changes. Gay comes in for Johnson. And it's Lonnie Walker in for DeJounte Murray. Brown is checked in for Houston. Here's Wood. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Porter. Back to Brown. From deep. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 5.
I really like the toughness and effort White brings to the game. Nice play off contact.
Wood passes to Porter. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Rockets lead by 5.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Lets it go with a 3. And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer
for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Christian Wood. Then it's Wall, then it's Porter, and it's Tate in at the 3 slot. Murray left side. Down low, here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside, Wall. The pass to Wood. And finished off by Wood.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Outside, White. Out to the right wing. Murray against Wall for the tie. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Rockets leading by 3. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Bradley. Count it.
And what I like about Avery at the guard position, he's unafraid to challenge the interior.
Passes it to Vassell. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Now here is Augustine, covered by Mills. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Jakob Poeltl. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Augustine, that's good. Augustine's got the lead, back up to 5 now for Houston.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Mills with the steal. And it's Walker penetrating. And it's good, 2 points. Walker's got his second basket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Inside, Wilson. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And the dunk by Poeltl.
It doesn't take much for Poeltl to throw it down. At 7 feet tall, all he has to do is be near the hoop.
Here's Augustine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Houston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Jang. Gay trying to break free. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Zhang. 1:32 left in the third quarter. Now here is Augustine, covered by Mills. Mills with the steal. And DeRozan kicks to Mills. Makes it off the glass. Now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Brown outside. And the rejection by Jang. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. And
10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Now here is Augustine, covered by Mills. Augustine passes to Wilson, stolen by Gay. We've got a 9-second difference between the shots.
Oh, did you see that? Incredible leaper, explosive finisher. DeRozan with one of his acrobatic dunks.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Murray's checked in for the Spurs. Christian Woods checked in for Houston. John Wall comes in for DJ Augustine. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. And the Spurs with some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Jang. And it's White in for Walker. Olynyk, he's checked in for the Rockets. Porter comes in for Avery Bradley. White looking around. Shot clock at 6. The 10-footer. The shot that time, not on target. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Spurs lead by 3. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
This game is a big.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got DeJounte Murray. Johnson is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's DeRozan, and it's White in at the shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Murray. Hits the front of the rim and out. Rockets trail by 3. Porter with it. Gay picks him up defensively. And Wall with the slam.
And how about Wall? Just phenomenal at taking it to the defense with that lightning quick first step.
Wall against Murray. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
He was barely recruited out of high school. Derek White's story is inspiring. He's someone that never gave up on his dream.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Rudy Gay. On defense, Houston. Here's Murray. Poeltl trying to get open. Murray, good. Murray's got the lead up to 4 now for San Antonio. And Wall kicks to Porter. And there's the feed to Olynyk, and he banks in the layup.
The interior game of Kelly Olynyk, capable of burning you from this area also.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Johnson left side. And foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside, Porter. Here's Wall. And there it is for him. 14 points for John Wall.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Murray, the pass to Johnson. Misses from close range.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
He feeds it to Murray. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Johnson against Wall. score the basket, his 8th, 8 for 13 from the floor.
And this is why Coach trusts Wall in these situations. He has a knack for making the right play at the right time.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
You won't see this young man turn down big shots. Murray believes in himself, and so does this team.
Now here's Wall. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Here's Murray. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Good example of the new breed of point guards. Murray creates for himself as well as he creates for others.
And the Spurs making a change here. Walker's checked in.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And it's Murray penetrating.
I like this from Murray. This is what the team needs from him. He's a catalyst.
Wall against Murray. Wall with the bounce pass. Pass to Wood from about 16. And Pirtle pulls it down. Spurs trail by 3. Murray outside. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Money!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And Wall kicks to Wood. Rebound by Murray. Feeds to Pirtle. Yes!
Just tremendous shooting from Pirtle. Love how he's not afraid of taking these kinds of shots.
And here's Wall. He's guarded by Johnson. It falls!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Murray against Wall. Murray dishes to Johnson. No good from 11 feet. And here's Wall outside. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the dub. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Sean 13. Enjoy that 500,000 VC, and you're now in the running for 2K TV.
And that shot should leave no doubt. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Eric Bledsoe.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with Lonzo Ball, and it's Adams in at center. And for the Rockets, Wood out there with Olynyk. Then it's Porter, and it's Wall, and it's Tate in at the 3 spot. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game. Wall against Ball. Wall passes to Olynyk. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Olynyk's got his team on the board to start the game for the Rockets. And it's Ball penetrating, and Ball slams it in.
And Lonzo can score. He drives like that with intent.
Wall passes to Wood, and finished off by Wood.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And it's Ingram missing. For Houston, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Porter in the corner. This is the time of year when teams can start to lose their focus just a little bit. How tough is it, do you think, to stay motivated at this stage of a long season?
Well, teams who have big aspirations, Kevin, aren't suffering through any of this. The other teams that are trying to be acutely aware of the potential of their team are watching their players very intently as to whether their focus can be maintained during the next 2 to 3 weeks of this season.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
From deep, Wall. Houston now working with the new shot clock. Wood kicks to Wall. And there's the pass to Porter. That 3 off the mark. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Adams in the high post. Back to Ingram. Pass to Adams. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
And Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Wall with the bounce pass. Pelicans pull it in, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
Here is Wall following the score by New Orleans from outside the arc. Olynyk the pass to Wood. It's stolen by Adams. Bledsoe dishes to Williamson. And that one, good.
Yeah, good luck trying to stop Zion there. He's so determined to score. When the defense gets physical with him, he comes right back at him.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Augustine looking around. Pass to Brown. Looking to end the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Passes to Hayes. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here is Augustine. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Williamson with the block.
Yeah, Zion just aggressive there and great timing.
The kick out to Brown. Shot clock at 3. Off target with his 3. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Heat in Miami.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, two bad ones, one good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Wilson, and he goes in for the dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Houston. They trail by 7. That's tipped. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
James Johnson's checked in for New Orleans.
I think Brandon Ingram, not only a great story in his own right, starting to find out just how capable he is as a talent in this league, but also for executives about being patient and letting that talent develop. Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
To the left wing. Now here's Johnson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's a 1-2. Count it.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Go. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. But what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Brown, DJ Augustine out there with Bradley, and it's Wilson in at the 5 spot.
Well, Bradley plays with a pretty decent force from the 2-guard spot, and that's how he gets calls like this.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. John Wall's checked in for Augustine. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Pelicans. They retain possession. And now here comes Wilson leading the break. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Bradley.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
The shot's good from Hayes.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, Wall. There's Brown with the 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
To the left side wing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Adams checked in. It's stolen. 4-on-3 break. And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist by Johnson. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 11 now for New Orleans. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. From deep, Wall. He can't hit that time. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Nice D from Porter. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the slam dunk by Wall.
He is a monster in transition. Wall operates in the open court at an elite level. Not sure there's anyone who finishes better on the break.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. Playoff seeding so important here. Let's have a look out west. Taking a look at New Orleans. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. Of course, there's the Rockets, 10 games behind.
And I think for the Rockets, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
Well, you hope that they realize that and they have some self-awareness, but can they win some games, carry some positive energy, maybe some momentum into the offseason with which to build on?
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one. Yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Great effort from Adams there. We know he has that size to take the contact, but determined on that play to get the points.
Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Williamson, the pass to Adams. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Rockets trail by 9. And here's Augustine. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the paint. It's stolen by Adams. Porter against Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Man, these Kevin Durant comparisons are starting to come to fruition right here, especially when Ingram is finishing with power on the drive.
Augustine passes to Wood. Good. Wood's got his second bucket.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Adams. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, that 265 pounds out there, it's pretty solid, a wrecking ball.
Augustine passes to Tate, and he converts the layup.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Ball dishes to Ingram. To the inside, kicks it out to Williamson. The pass to Ingram. 4 seconds left, and that's 2 points on the layup. Ingram's got 9.
You see right there, that is why everybody is still very high on Lonzo Ball. Has a sixth sense for when to dish it.
And so it's New Orleans holding on to an 11.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind. And guys, you think about the most athletic point guards in the NBA? Eric Bledsoe, actually. And that does it for our halftime.
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So for New Orleans right now, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with ball, and it's Adams in at the center position. From 10 feet out, Wall's shot is off.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
And he's got one heck of a burst on his way to the bucket. Wall is at his best when he's driving the lane, going from 0 to 60 in an instant.
Adams' shot is good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside. And there was so much hoopla around Ball when he first entered the league. But lately, a lot of that seems to have died down.
I feel like it's settling in, and a change of scenery for Lonzo Ball after being number 2 and being in Los Angeles and being home. Maybe being away has been the best thing for him to start to focus on the task at hand. Wow, the energy from Bledsoe in this one, excelling at turning on the jets and getting to the basket.
From deep, Wall. They get it back.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Williamson left side. And finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
Wall with the bounce pass. Here's Wood. And it's off the back rim, no good. New Orleans leading by 13. Here's Bledsoe. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Bledsoe. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Johnson. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. All with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
DJ Augustine's checked in for the Rockets. Bucket is good, and the Pelicans lead by 14.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
To the middle. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one's on Johnson.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Pelicans leading by 11. And it's in there. The Rockets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. Can't hit from in close. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And the basket by Johnson.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Augustine from outside. Another miss by Houston. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the 3rd. He gets that one. He's got 6.
Yeah, we all raise our eyebrows to the scoring, but Brandon Ingram is an assist getter.
Three-pointer Augustine. They get it again.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively.
And here's a look at some numbers for Augustine. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 8 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Balls checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Wilson. Hayes with the steal. Guarded by Augustine. Yes, that goes in.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Up and in on the layup. Augustine's got his first points in this one.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Yep, that one goes in there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Wilson. Now here's Bradley. Makes it off the glass. Bradley's got 7.
A bonus when Avery Bradley is finding ways to score inside. He's got to keep working on his interior game.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 19.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Now, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
I see him.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Wall, Wood out there with Olynyk, then it's Porter, and it's Tate in at the 3. It's the 5 for Houston right now. Williamson with the block. And it's Ball penetrating. No good with the layup.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Wall with the bounce pass. Here's Wood. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, he's too good athletically. If Zion gets that close, that is big trouble.
Wall passes to Olynyk, and he drops it in from the low post.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Ingram against Olynyk, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, right now, Brandon Ingram is just taking command of the entire game.
And Ingram with a clear path to the basket.
Oh, yikes, look out below. About that finish. Whew. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. And Wall kicks to Olynyk. Pass to Tate. Now Adams. Stolen. Here's Wood. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up. First free throw is good. Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Adams finds Williamson. For three, Ingram. But they get it back. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter of this one. They shoot again, and there's the nice layup by Adams.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
From deep, Wall. Another miss by Houston. Pelicans leading by 23.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New Orleans.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Brandon Ingram.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Kicks it to Marshall. To the wing on the left. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 21.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Adams finds Hernan Gomez. Here's Nunley. Brooks covering. Nunley's shot is good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Porter, no luck. Here's a 1-2. Wilson grabs the board. Here's Lamb. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect.
So what makes a dynasty? A lot of W's, and the Chicago Bulls had quite a few of them in the 90s. So the first question is, how many NBA championships did the Chicago Bulls win during the 1990s?
Was it 4, 5, 6, or 7? This is an easy one and an easy opportunity.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Eric Bledsoe.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. All out there at Bledsoe. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. And for the Spurs, we've got DeRozan. Derek White is out there with Murray. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Johnson in at the 4 slot. Now here's Ball. After the miss from Derek White. And that one's good, Williamson. And as we come down the home stretch, some teams in position for the playoffs. How do you prepare for those young players who haven't been there yet, are wide-eyed and learning as they go?
You know, I'm not sure there's any preparing for it. I mean, they're going to be expected to contribute. You've got to be prepared from the standpoint of knowing your assignments, and because there's so much more information today, that does help. But the reality is they've already given the coaching staff a reason to think they have what it takes to help them make a run.
Here's Ball. After the basket by San Antonio. Pass to Adams. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Pacers in Indiana.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game. And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Murray left side. And Ball comes to help. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Pirtle that time on the assist by Murray.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 22-point game against Brooklyn. Here's White, and White slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Bledsoe passes to Hayes. Back to Bledsoe. To halt the run, and Bledsoe with the stuff.
And no question about it, Bledsoe has major bounce now. Fantastic at elevating and throwing it down.
Murray outside. Passes it to Pirtle. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Ingram. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Nobody is catching Ingram in the open floor. I mean, this guy is a speed merchant.
Ball against Murray.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
And the key for Bledsoe, like it is for most players, is staying motivated and engaged. I mean, he's a big player for this team, an important player for this team.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Here's the sound. Mills dishes to Gay. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. The pass to Hayes. The offensive rebound on the wing, Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. They double team Johnson. Stolen by Gay. Now Mills. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Hop pass to Gay. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, Rudy Gay, so good in the alley-oop situation. Bounce, and he floats as well.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Spurs. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But in that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
You know, whether it was their smart play or a few whistles that perhaps could have gone either way, when games are tight, every decision becomes more magnified.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Ingram's checked in. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Mills. He's covered closely, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, pushing the action on the screen and roll. Mills gets the space he needs to finish.
Rebounded by the Spurs. And here they come. Here's Vassell. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Spurs out in front, up 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Johnson is out there with Brandon Ingram. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's a 1-2 in at the 2-guard spot. And Jang gets it to go.
A big guy with an emerging skill set. Jang ruling the paint there. Nice play.
Ingram against Gay. Drive by Adams. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Jang against Adams, and Jang kicks to Gay. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Ball no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Inside, Eubanks. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Murray with it, now guarded by Ingram. Goes back up, got a hand on it.
Ball size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Spurs leading by 7. And Ball comes to help. Johnson outside. Outside, White. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. But what we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league. And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Here's Williamson, banked in off the glass.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Murray outside. To the paint. Floats it up for Murray.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Williamson, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. That free throw good from Williamson.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential. Very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
Mills passes to Jang and finished off by Jang.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now here's Mills, guarded close. Jang, no luck. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And he makes good on the layup. Johnson's got his first basket of the night. Here's Mills. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, a pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Eric Bledsoe really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Murray. Johnson is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Derek White, and it's Pirtle in at the center. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Murray outside. Spurs working now with a new shot clock. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. That's going to send Jakob Pirtle to the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram. The Spurs shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here. And that one misses.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Stolen by Bledsoe. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Williamson with the ball. Johnson with some nice D.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Playoff seeding so important here. Let's have a look out west. You look at the Spurs. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And, of course, New Orleans. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And I think for New Orleans, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players, because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
Murray surveying the D. And it's Murray with the jam.
You know, they give him the ball and let him quarterback the pick and roll, which speaks, I think, to how confident they are in Murray, guys.
And Adams with the slam. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
And DeRozan, here we go. And yes, it's good.
Well, that's a signature move from DeRozan, guys. Gets up ahead of steam, then finishes strong. Boy, I like that aggressiveness.
And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Outside, ball. He kicks it to Ingram. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Murray. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And at 6'9", with that wingspan of his, Ingram is constantly prowling for these dunks. He's an incredible athlete who finishes with ease near the hoop.
Here's Eubanks, covered by Hayes. Here's Gay. Johnson with the block. Covered by Mills. On the wing, Johnson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Here's Mills, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
Jang, he's checked in for the Spurs. Ball's checked in for New Orleans. Kicks to Hayes. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Looking now at some numbers for DeMar DeRozan.
And it's a nice month he's having. Something's got him motivated. He's become a much bigger contributor offensively. He's settled into the kind of groove that every player wants to get in.
1:15 left to play here in the third. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Eubanks, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Here's Mills, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Mills has got 7 points in the game. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And it's Ingram missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
That one falls.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And Mills kicks to Zhang. Back to Mills with one on the clock, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession.
Down the stretch now. No foul.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Then it's Ball, and then there's Steven Adams. Here's Gay, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You got to stay physical and stay aggressive if you're Rudy Gay. Force the defense to make some mistakes.
Murray's checked in for Walker, and the Pelicans making a change here as well. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Ball. Pelicans trailed by 4. Now here's Ingram. Pass to Adams. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. That's now 8 points for Steven Adams.
You know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Murray against Adams. Murray right side. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but they've been killing it from the free throw line tonight. Those points keep adding up as we go along.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's DeRozan. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Oh, what a dunk!
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Murray right side. Hurdle inside. Adams defending. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
For New Orleans, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Ingram attacking, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Major props given up to Ingram for aggressively attacking the rim. Not many guys want to get in his path when he goes like that.
Murray dishes to Pirtle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it's Murray with the jam.
That instant response. Don't try to throw down his team. It just gets them fired up.
And that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket.
I think the stakes just got raised a little bit.
The dish to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Remains calm and collected. Adams refuses to let the moment be too big.
Murray outside. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. He's covered by Murray. The putback, and it's Adams on the follow.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Now here's Murray. He's tightly guarded. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steven Adams picks one up. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Steven Adams.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Stan Van Gundy as he talked with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Williamson, the pass to Adams. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's White, and he banks in the layup.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
And stolen by White, and the layup's good off the glass. And now just a 3-point New Orleans lead.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense. Oh, I love that about Lonzo Ball. When it's a big possession, he demands and commands the ball.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
How about this little nugget, guys? When Murray earned all defensive second-team honors in his rookie year, he became the youngest player in NBA history to make the all-defense team.
And stolen by White. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Adams, the pass to Ingram. Got it!
And you know what? Ingram is always ready to score in the clutch, guys. He's a guy you can depend on to give you his best when his best is needed.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Pirtle. Off target at the rim. New Orleans with the ball. And Derek White picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
To the inside. Williamson finds Adams. Can't connect from short range. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. A truly gutsy